All right, team, we're up. Couple days off. Kind of didn't like it. Had to do what I had to do. Took a couple days off. Put my head where I need to get it. I'm ready to get busy. I'm ready to get down to work though. All right, so I want. What do I have on the watch list here? Let's see. What do we have? Shit. I wasn't gonna go live this morning, but I said, you know what? Let's see. Let's see. So let's watch Tesla. Tesla had Q2 deliveries. We have ISM, construction spending, 10 o'clock. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. I am. I finally caught up on some sleep. I'm really curious if I was so tired these past few days because of this smoke that we've been breathing in for the past week. If you guys don't know, in like the Northeast in Canada has a fire going on, and I mean it's so bad. It was so bad, I should say. It's just, you can just see it. You can see it. And you're just breathing it in all day.
Coming up at 9:45.
So, I don't know what type of trading we're going to get today. So, I'm kind of just going to sit back, see what the data brings. If, you know, maybe it brings a surprise and we get, look, here goes Tesla, guys. Here goes Tesla. I was so not ready for this. So my other half ended up going on a small, like she went to go visit a friend. So she was getting ready. She was leaving. I was trying to help her leave. Didn't think I was going to do a stream today, but I said, you know what? Let's get it. Let's get it. You know, the market's open. I'm there. Anything can happen. I am not going to rush into anything. Let's go to the daily. The daily. And if you guys see anything, post it. Post it in chat. Okay? We're here to help each other out. This is free 99. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm on electric vehicles. Yeah, Tesla had Q2 deliveries that were up. So you're getting these other stocks, like these other. Come on, man. I'm trying to look at my other screen over here. I'm just getting everything in order. I kind of rushed it. You're kind of getting them all swinging off of the bases that they were putting in. So we shall see what brings of the RIVN. It has a nice short interest. Again, I am going to watch myself. I was looking at Tesla earlier. So this is a big area of resistance. So I don't think I have the monthly chart. You got to use everything. I use everything. Look at this gap up on the weekly. Wow, that's funny. I wonder what's going to... Let me see. Let me use this over here. Okay, come on. Sorry, I'm kind of just getting set up. I was looking for the SPY to bounce. Right here in this area, it's literally 442.97. I was looking for a bounce here. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we stay in a range and kind of trade flat all day, unless this data that comes out gives us a surprise of sorts. The volume isn't bad, guys, on the first 3-minute candle. The volume is not bad at all. I gotta fix this stuff. I kind of... like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna get another one of these bigger screens. I'm gonna get another one of these. Like, I love these wide monitors. So if you see, it's telling me I got two different stories here on each screens on the SPY. So so yeah, look at this 3-minute. So it's low. So is it high or is it low? Sorry guys, cause like, so I'm looking on two different types of charts, and one is saying that the 3-minute is just about the same as the 3-minute open from Friday. But on Thinkorswim, it's not saying that. Alright, so it is. I was taking the close. The closes have been much stronger than the opens. Yeah, so you see that, guys? I don't know if you guys can or not. I'll zoom in on it. So we do have some decent volume right off the bell. All right. Again, I was looking for a bounce here, like I said, guys. Let me say something real quick. It was funny. I was watching a live stream yesterday. Not a live stream, but it was like a playback. And they're talking about how like they call stuff out. A lot of these groups say, oh, they call this shit out. They call this and out. No, they call it out. You know, they don't walk you through trades. I think there's a lot of mixed messaging going on out there. And I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about other people. I'm not. That's not what I want to do. But I just wanted to bring this thought out. Like, now, and I don't know if it's a legal issue or not, but I don't see why it would be, just talking out a trade and what you see. Or if it's, you know, kind of like your own benefit. Why would you not, like, let's say, like right now, I just said, what did I say? I said, I'm looking for the SPY to find support and bounce right here around 442.98. I was looking for a hold right here around 442.98. It might be different on here. See, it kind of is. 443. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on here. These 442. Or no, I am sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, 442. So that says 442.52. Where's 442.52? Yeah, same area. So I was looking for a bounce right around here, guys. Right here on this this top end resistance here. It looks different. So I'm using. I have a monitor to the left of me. And I kind of I use different things. Like what I could do is show you guys what I was seeing. Doesn't matter what you use. So if I go to the SPY, and I don't know how much we're going to get, like what type of volume, what we're going to get, what this data is going to bring. So give me the 3 minute. So now I guess I have pre-market on, or I just never used it. I was looking for a bounce right here in this area. What's this say? 442.49. There was a shakeout. 443 flat. So 442.59. Again, 442. And there was the bounce. But we'll see. This is going to be heavy. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we just sit here till the data comes out. Honestly. So guys, keep in mind that the U.S. yields have been rising, and so is the market. And wouldn't it be something if like the 2-year puts in look how close we are to putting in a new high. And remember how I've been saying that the market, the S&P, the NASDAQ, whatever, the S&P, I'm going to say, the market, pretty much the S&P. The S&P has never put in the low before a peak in the 2-year. So the peak in the 2 years right here so far in February, March. Okay? Early March. The low is in October. That's when we rallied off of the lows. It was about September and October. So there's a big difference there. So maybe we see yields go higher. That's why I think we could see yields go higher. And I think they get there. So they priced in 5.25 roughly. Or 5.2, I guess. That would kind of technically 5.25 would be a quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. If you guys are trading, just be careful. Yeah, I seen CCL, AAL, all the L's are going out. They're having a blast today. I think American Airlines had a lot of volume this morning. See, what did I say? And I said right here at 443.27 we could see some resistance. Like we could sit here until this is why I don't like holidays, but maybe we get a little bit of movement with this data. I don't know though. Can't promise anything. No, but I was like wanting to touch on like when these people say that they call things out, it's kind of misleading because they don't call it out. Like, I will sit here, and if we're going through a trade, or if I'm going through a trade, I'm going to sit here and talk this trade out with you guys in real time. And you're going to make your own decision on whether you would like to trade it or not. Maybe you see something different. Maybe you post what you see in the chat, and maybe I'm wrong. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I did not see that. You know what I mean? But that's my whole goal here, is to bring a place where people can come and learn the trade, come out, and if you're already a trader and you know what you're doing, then it's a place where people can come and don't have to pay a fee. All right? That's pretty much it. Maybe I might have to charge a member fee. I don't know. I don't want to go that route. I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think you have to. Don't think it has to be done. All right, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let me see what I'm just gonna take a look around real quick, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything. Here goes Tesla. Tesla's still going, so let's see here. It's been pretty humid. I was surprised we didn't get any storms where I'm at last night, and this morning it's humid as all hell. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more storms. What are you going to do, Tesla? There it goes. And as soon as I say it, the son of a bitch just goes. This could be a relative strength kind of day. Look at the volume here, guys. Look at the volume on this day compared to Friday. And even Thursday of last week. I mean, yeah, these Q2 deliveries are pretty big. I'm just trying to see where I want to... Because I was thinking... Because it blew through the resistance of... There's a couple of... You have a gap fill around in the 264s. Or 265 roughly. And that's a... that's your resistance and support. It blasted. As a matter of fact, I think it gapped through it again. It did. You guys see that? If you guys pull up a daily chart of Tesla, look at this, guys. This is pretty... You guys are going to want to remember this level. It's going to come back to haunt you. Alright? Look at this. Where am I doing? What am I doing? I'm using a few different charts here. Alright, let's see if the SPY can go up and test Friday's high. Unless it just literally sits here and trades sideways. I want to see if the SPY can test Friday's high. Let me see here. So look at this gap fill, guys. See this gap fill right here? And it gapped it again. See right here? I don't know if you guys can see that very well or not. See the gap fill? The gap fill's right here around 260. I want to see if it'll back up. No, it won't. Damn it. So, and then it gapped above it with these Q2 deliveries. So, see it? There's the gap. Forgot my mouse is really touchy. See, I kind of am just, like I say, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be doing too much. Maybe I might take a little scalp. Maybe I'm not going to fight the trend. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fighting the trend. I'm not an idiot, but a scalp of it 440, 360, take a dime, get a dime, a nickel, 15 cents, 20 cents to the downside, a pullback. Maybe you retest the highs right here, guys. It's my thought process. I have a trade that I want to go over from last Tuesday. All right, why I decided to go long the SPY on Tuesday. Guys, and this is a trade that we've talked about in the playbook. A down day with a gap up. The gap up pulls back and doesn't break the close or low, the prior day's low. And it gave you 1,500%. Okay, 1,500%. I think it was the 435 calls that I was in. All right, still have the orders in my book. We'll show you. But don't just talk a bunch of shit here. And I'm going to show you guys why I decided to get long Tuesday and Wednesday while I was in a whole nother state. Let's see here. Let's see here. So, what time is it? 9:46. So we have a lower side. Boom, 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 boom. Where is Tesla going to go to, guys? Sorry. I'm looking at a few different things. If Tesla could get to 288 today, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Is that what I have? Okay, so I do have that up here. Alright, so I'm going to keep Tesla on watch, guys. Damn. Shit. It's already going, too. Fuck.
Coming up at 10, the ISM manufacturing PMI for June and construction.
It's getting froggy. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I'm thinking 288 has to be the target for Tesla. It's got to be the target. And what did we say? We were looking for a downside here, pullback off of this level, guys. It's an area. I don't know why it decided to pull back and not actually touch it. Okay, that's why. Let's see. So what did I say? That should have been good for 25, 15 cents, 55, 21. So you got 30 cents there. There's 30 cents there. 10 contracts, 30 cents, guys. 20 contracts. Nice little pullback, bang. Of course, you need to read your level too. You need to read your tape. You need to read the chart. You know, if you don't know what you're doing, this is why we are here. Guys, that's my target on Tesla is 288. My target's 288 on Tesla. I'm looking for Tesla to get up here. You're kind of just waiting to see if it gives me a pullback, and I don't know if it's going to. Don't think it's going to. And if I get long right now, it's going to pull back. Because people are probably thinking about going long right now for the next leg higher, and it's going to pull back on them. So just be patient. And this ISM data might mess you up. You could get a surprise. But Tesla has relative strength. So you could get some time on Tesla. Look at AMD. AMD's act strong. I had this odd feeling that AMD was actually going to give a little burst to the upside and then maybe roll over. The daily setup on this is pretty nice. This break and retest of this area. But I think, like I say, AMD still has a little ways to go. AMD still got a little ways to go to decide whether or not it's going to roll back over. That's obviously this green mark here too. And you know what? Look at what else do we have there? This green line is actually the 20-day moving average. Damn, and the SPY's pulling back to 443. See, I'm not comfortable getting long the SPY, guys. I'm not even comfortable getting long here because I'm going to give it a couple minutes. We have data here in 10 minutes, so we'll just be a little patient. You know what? The long might be the place. If I'm a little leery about getting long the SPY, it's probably why I should be long the SPY. Did you guys have a good holiday weekend? Let's talk about that. Did you guys have a good holiday weekend? How was your holiday? What did you guys do? Last night, I was out on the dock and watched fireworks. That's what I did. And it wasn't really able to see it that well, but still were able to see them. Still hung out with some family and friends. And maybe, let's see, I don't know. Well, 4th of July is tomorrow, right? Yeah, my girl's going to be gone, so I don't know. I guess I'll be, oh, with that said, tomorrow, guys, I think I might live stream tomorrow during the day, pretty much all day. And I'm probably going to live stream, and I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to go over charts. I'm going to come up with game plans. We're going to talk markets. I'm just going to go live. We're just going to probably go live tomorrow, and I'm going to run through as many charts as I can. If you guys want to join us and you guys don't have anything to do, you're more than welcome to tune in. I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about whether it's something I'm going to do or not do. Let's see. I'm gonna start pulling up RIVN and getting some of these, getting the game plan together here. So what do we have? We have a bounce to, where was pre-market? I usually don't worry about pre-market. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. Dude. So, yeah. This level is going to be key. This level is going to be key, guys. If this decides to hold or not hold. Why is the level like... Why is... Dude, this thing is a joke. Are you kidding me right now? I'm actually surprised at how... Okay, so boom. So this pretty much is our... I got it. So pretty much... Okay. So that last candle of the day is the high for... pre-market. I got it. I want to reset my charts as well. I was thinking if it came across my mind if we could get some small caps starting to try and break out. Look, it's already halted again. I think. Yeah, it's halted again. So what do we got? We have AMD.
INSG and Seago at the highs up 8.5% in the November Sandy Gulf. EU investigation likely after Microsoft disagreed on size of price cuts for Office without Teams. And EU antitrust lobby is likely to open investigation into Microsoft over its Teams app. That according to Reuters sources. That's MSFT.
Do you see when I said that I was a little leery about going along the SPY there, guys? And you see why? This kind of stuff takes time in the markets to kind of get a feel and a gauge. You know. If... God. These charts are starting to bug the piss out of me. Already they're starting to get frustrating. I need to find a new setup for this thing. There was a time when I had started trading that I was like, how do people, like, how can you like predict? It's like predict. It's not really a prediction. It's more like the probability. And in fact, that is what it is. But I don't. What I'm trying to say is there was a time when I like could not wait to be able to kind of be able to just do what I just told you guys is is to say, would I take the long here? If I did, I'm keeping my stop at VWAP. Do I think it could bounce? Oh, man. We do have a somewhat of a lower pullback, lower volume pullback. RSI still a little down. It's hard to say. I want to see what this data brings. But I wasn't comfortable with the long there. Now, was I comfortable with the short up here? Up here? Yeah. I did not mind going after about whatever it would give me. 15, 20, 10, 30 cents. And it gave us 30 cents. Let's see. Here it is. Is she gonna try and go? See if the level 2 and time and sales. There's not an I just don't think there's enough liquidity to get this thing up and going. Look, see, as soon as it tries, there's a green. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if the SPY tries to go to the upside right now. There she goes. She's trying. She's trying. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel the energy, guys. Give it time in the trenches and you'll be able to do this stuff. Let me see here. Boom. Oh shit, Tesla. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow I'll probably stream at least enough to go over, see what I was saying about Tesla there with the long. So what is it up right now? It's up 7.6% already. It's going to be hard to just, it's hard to get long up here on Tesla. Yeah, my target's here, but the problem is that we could technically pull back to Friday's price action. Okay? We could pull back to Friday's price action and then go to 288. You see what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to say is I could be right about going to 288, but that doesn't mean that we won't come back down to test 262 first. That also doesn't mean that we will test yesterday's or Friday's close either, or even the highs. Let's start with the highs first, because that's the first thing it's going to see is the highs from Friday. CCL. I don't know why is everybody playing CCL? I don't understand. Alright, let's see here. So the IWM is holding up. Let's go 15-minute chart. I may just change this thing to one screen. I don't know. Wonder if we're going to get more downside there. So here comes the data, guys. Get ready. Just watch. Keep your stuff. Oh my God!
At KLA, Nicola, the June 1.5 calls at July 28 1.5 calls on NKLA, Nicola.
All right. Here's the data.
46%. Construction spending plus 0.9% in May, consensus plus 0.5%.
ISM 46 versus an estimate of 46.9. Pretty much right in line. ISM manufacturing report.
PMI
My God.
46, the estimate 47.2.
The estimate wasn't 47.2. Or yeah, it was. Huh? I don't know. I don't know what this... I don't know where he's getting his stuff from. So everything was right in line.
DA,
Oh my God.
MEOA, Minority Equality Opportunities Acquisition, intends to
So everything was pretty much in line, guys.
Class A common stock.
It's probably going to be a boring day. Ethereum was, from what I had seen, was doing the up thing. BTC USD. I want to see. It's like, I feel like if Bitcoin's going to do the move, it's going to be coming. I really do. If we're going to get some upside moves, maybe it could come this week. It's holding. Watch it start now. Wouldn't that be funny, guys, if this Bitcoin move started right now? It's coming. I know it is. I know it is. Alright. There goes the SPY. AMD. Is that it for AMD? Look at that 15-minute chart. It's a low volume pullback. So the SPY is up here, and AMD is down here. Of course, it was strong off the bell. Look at AMD to the downside there, fellas. Look at that pretty rejection off the initial morning high. The 9 EMA. That was nice. That's a nice short there. Sorry I didn't call it out. The mic wasn't on. Do I think we get follow through? I don't know. You got an increase in volume there. Stepping in. There she blows. God, that was a nice setup. I'm sitting here trying to get everything up. I'm trying, guys. I have a lot of little things that I have when I have like the way I have a lot of this stuff set up, and I'm trying to cheat code a couple things here with like picture in picture and all that other stuff. So come on. That would have been a nice move if you were to catch that AMD trade there. There we go. We're in business. Let's get it. Fuck. So what I'm gonna watch AMD here. Look, the volume's increasing, guys. The volume is increasing. We might get some opportunity here yet. So, SPY might start to roll over. That's going to help AMD's case. There's the low. It broke the initial morning low, or the open. Damn it. No, come on. SPY's putting in a either bull flag, bear flag, whatever you want to call it. Let's bring up to 1 minute. And there's the breakdown. See if the SPY comes down here. See if it comes down. See if it comes down 443.36. Doesn't mean it has to, but there's a little breakdown, reverse up to test it, and now see if it pulls back. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing the chart right or correctly. If you could, guys, hit the like, share, and subscribe. That'd be great if you could. What happened to... Oh, shit. AMD's still getting kicked in the teeth. Fuck. Or excuse my language, I'm sorry. Damn it. That was a pretty short on AMD, guys. Man. Brutal. Missed that. It's alright, no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Let's see here. Come on, give us that was, you guys had to be on that AMD trade kind of early. You know, what's Nvidia doing? What are other semiconductors doing? Is it just AMD? That's a lot of volume, guys. That's a lot of volume. If I can get the bounce back, maybe we don't get the bounce back because this is it, you know. It's hard to say. I thought AMD still had a little ways to go, though. There's the double. Let's see. See, I still feel like it's this level here. You know? Maybe they're just jumping in short. I don't know. That tells you that they won out. They're not even. They're jumping short in front of this base up here, guys. Is what that's telling you. And once it started, it started. Ooh. Why is that such low volume on the hourly chart? You guys see that? Maybe a couple people might get fooled here. So here we go. This looks a lot better. So maybe we wanna look for a possible long at 113. Now, am I long this stock? Not necessarily. It's been in a downtrend. But I do think it can still, in order for it to get sold off, to cut. Look at this. There's no price action right here, guys, on both ends of this. All right, so I would expect this thing to at least get back up here to test this reverse head and shoulders right here. Jesus fuck. I can't. I touch the damn mouse with like a hair. If I blow on the mouse, it clicks. There's your reverse head and shoulder. So that's obviously a failed breakout. But I want to be short up here if I'm going to be short AMD. Technically, it's kind of there, I guess. What's a few dollars? A few pennies. What's $2, I guess. But you're going to want to watch this 114 level, guys. This thing holds because it's reversed. You got two different trades going on here. You have a short trade because everybody sees this break and retest to the short side of this previous I don't know, pivot low, whatever you want to call it. It put in this base, tried to grind higher, failed. Boom. Everybody's been short up here, and they've caught this whole move. So if you can't break 114, 113.98, if you can't break Friday's close with an increase in volume, the stock's going a little bit higher. And I would say 118, 120-ish, roughly. It's coming back up to this orange line. Because sometimes I need you guys to understand that sometimes if a trade seems too easy, it really is. Like if it's too easy, then it probably you need to be on the other side of the trade. Doesn't mean it's going to be like that all the time, but you just seen how we panned out to the hourly chart, how the sell-off we saw on the 3-minute, we looked like it was decent volume. It is for the day, but look at the hourly chart. Look at this hourly chart. All right, now you do have a tail here. You do have that tail, so a lot of that selling still in here. But I'm not convinced until we break or get to 114. I want to see what we do at 114. There goes the SPY. Just like we said, we see if the SPY could come back down a little bit. So I'm going to go to a 3-minute chart. Let me pull this all off. What was the significance of this area? I'm curious. So you had a fit. Look, AMD tried to sell off this morning. Where did it go to? It went to this 113.90, I guess. So is that the level? Why does it look different on an hourly chart? Is it 2 levels that I have here? All right, so maybe it is 113.90. Guys, I'm going to honestly say, because Friday's price action is telling you that this resistance has been broken and it's turning it into support. This is important. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about being short AMD. No, they were short here to here. This is the volume. This is not the volume for being short. The short has already happened. If you didn't get this 135 to damn near 100, that's a $30 move. If you did not partake in that, the move is over. All right? Don't expect another one of these anytime soon, especially if the market's going to go higher. Like I said, if the trade's too easy, that does not mean that AMD can't come back down here to 108. Does not mean that at all. All right, but what I'm saying is this chart's telling me we had resistance at 113.90, 114, call it. It's now broken it, and now when we come back to test it now, you've done it pre-market. Look at this. You've tested this level pre-market. Look at that tail. Is this a shakeout where it goes to the upside? They get nervous because everybody's talking about being short AMD, and then it comes down here to hold, and then just rips to the upside. All right. Those are my thoughts. Doesn't mean I'm right, but the probability, what the chart's telling me is that I want to be long here because chances are, and where did we just come down to? We just came down to roughly Friday's high. Roughly. So we did tap it. We tailed it. All right. If I get long AMD, I'll let you guys know. It's going to have to be a really good setup for me to attack it. The SPY has done nothing. It's creeping a bit higher. I will sit on my hands all week if I have to. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. All right, maybe we go check on Tesla. I'm gonna scan around, look at a couple charts, see what we got going on. If AMD starts going, guys, or even to the downside, or gets down to this level, let's keep an eye on it. It's important. That was, it was weird because I seen the AMD setup, and I'm like, shit. Like, I was not ready at all to take the position. I didn't have my order up. Like, I didn't have the options chain. I didn't have anything up. So I had to, like, go in, do this, do that. Like, but I seen that AMD short. I'm like, that looks good. That looks good. For some down movement there. And it was, I think it was right here because it just, because of this tail. What happens is when you get this strength to the upside and then it completely takes it back and does like a V. All right, that's telling you something. There's a story in that. And as we were sitting here, look at the resistance. You know, you did break it, and then you went to a rally, and you know, it just had trouble. So let's see what happens here. I mean, it'll probably trade in a range. Here goes the SPY. The SPY is coming down. So the SPY is on its way down, which we would expect because we're expecting this area up here to be resistance. Oh, that's 1 minute. I do not understand why it's continuing to do this with me. Why is it fighting me on the volume? I don't understand. We only have another hour and a half, guys, of open, so don't get caught. So let's see what happens here. We don't have any major moving average. Do have the 20-day moving average, but I want to see what AMD does here. If it tries to reject it, we're pretty much, the day's already almost over, but got to have a little fun, I guess. This sucks. Unless the market's over at 1 o'clock. I forget which one. It's either 12 or 1. It's a half day. I'd have to do the math. 9:30. Yeah, 12:30. 12:30, 1 o'clock. Ah! Here's our rejection. It's the rejection we were looking for right here, guys. This was the level that I'm sitting here talking about. It's a pretty quick rejection off of it. I am going to stay patient. I'm going to stay patient. Spies reversing itself. Why is this volume like I don't understand. It needs to just work with me. I get that it's a low volume type of day, but come on. I should not have to click around like this over and over and over. Here comes the battle. Can it hold it? Can it hold this area? It's not going to move much. I wouldn't expect. So it looks like a lot of the your electric vehicles are rolling over. Well, at least like your major manufacturers are. It's a 15-minute. I don't know if Tesla gets enough. If Tesla gets to 288 today, that will be frustrating. That's a nice bounce off of that level on the SPY. What are the Qs doing? I think the Qs are just following the SPY as well. Let's see here. And there goes AMD. It's back up to that level. So I'm going to keep AMD on watch. AMD, Tesla. Let's look at coin. I'm going to go run to the restroom real quick. If you guys have anything. Look at coin go, guys. This is relative strength. This is relative strength today. Look at that. So check out Coinbase, guys. Coinbase has got a lot of relative strength this morning. All right, what's AMD going to do here? Is it going to break back up above it? I think it's going to. I think it's got more of a chance to break up above it and hold it than it does for that shakeout. There she goes. That's crazy to gap up, rally off the bell with some volume, pull all the way back to the previous day's high. That lets you know they're trying to shake them out. So there's a tail up here. Watch AMD. AMD's on watch right now. AMD is on watch. This is interesting. So what do we have? This is a 60, damn near 61, 61.8, 60% retracement on the fib. We have VWAP up here. This is an ugly chart. It might just trade sideways all day. See if it bounces back. Grabs a hold of this 9 EMA to break the level, to give it some more oomph to get through that level and hold it. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if we pull back and a buyer step back in down in this area. We'll see though. I'm gonna cover my SPY trade later on, and I'm gonna show you guys like what I told myself through that trade to help me, take it, hold it, all that good stuff. So I think it's gonna be really helpful because it really shows like some of the key things you should just tell yourself and just be okay with to help you just be more like a computer and not take, once you're in the trade, start questioning yourself and questioning life. I'm just kidding, but so there we go. There's the break. Feels like things are getting heavy. Feels like we're getting ready to slow down real quick. Unfortunately, it's just how it feels. We have a lot of data that comes out this week, guys. What the fuck, man? This is not a kid's show. I don't mean to keep cussing. I gotta stop cussing. Alright. I don't even know what that is. Alright, what you want to do, AMD? What do you want to do? It's up to you. You guys notice how it's just consolidating up here? I want you to realize what it's doing. It's giving the trade line enough time to get up there, possibly make it support. Okay? So, SPY's at VWAP. SPY's literally trading sideways. That was a nice move. I think if you had to get on these moves, you had to get on them early. You know, remember it for next time. Next half day, that when the moves happen and they set up, you got to take them. We'll see. What did we say there, guys? What did I just go on here and say? I said, notice what we're doing. All we're doing is consolidating, and it's bringing the 9 EMA up. And literally, what the hell just happened when we got to that 9 EMA? Again, guys, that like it literally verbatim what I just said was we got the consolidation, and as we're consolidating here, you got to take notice on what you're moving. What does that mean for your moving averages? And the failed break higher. What just happened? They want to send it down. Thinking about, look how much they're playing with these people, guys. Think about who went long, got stuck out. Think about who went short, got that little blast off and stopped out, guys. Dude, they're taking both sides of these trades and messing with people. That's funny. That's funny. That's hilarious, actually. See what Tesla does off this bounce. I'm not. Ow, that hurt. Ow.
NYMX, NYMOX, more new highs, penny stock getting some big volume coming in now. The Yankee Michael X-ray.
Well, so we chase it, guys. $2. It's 20 cents. 30 cent stock. 30 cents to 40 cents. That's good. That's 30%. Ouch. This is crazy, guys. Look at this. Look at HP, guys. Wow. Fuck, I missed that. That's crazy. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. So, are you guys watching anything? What's going on? What are you guys watching, huh? What y'all watching? I don't know, guys. It just feels like we're literally still sideways. We have done nothing. I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time here. Come on. Click. Come on. Why is it not typing? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. There it goes. Wait, now it's on both. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What are you gonna do, Spy? You gonna start trying to grind higher now with off of that pullback? Is that what we're gonna do? You gonna trap them in long and not pay them? There goes the spy. There goes the spy long. It looks like that's a nice. I don't know what we're gonna get out of it. I have no clue, guys. I would just watch yourselves. I mean, honestly, the spies literally moved 442.96, 96 to 70 cents. So it's moved 80 cents. The spies moved 80 cents all morning. So be careful. Did you guys know? Did you guys notice? I don't know if any of you guys don't have a Twitter account or what, and try to go on Twitter. The changes that were made on Twitter. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It's actually pretty sad that people they want you to literally give up your information, sign up, do all that, just to view it, you know. Should have known what an asshole she was going to be, the lady that came in. No one sees Twitter. You can't even look at it unless you give us your information. You need to make an account or you can't look at it. What you want to do, AMD? Huh? What you want to do? Man, this sucks. What a boring day. And then the market's closed tomorrow as well. If you're not familiar with that. If you don't know this already. So Meta failed to break out higher. This is why it's not good, like, to come into a day like today thinking that things are going to happen, and you, if you guys are trying to trade these days, you know, you got to know that this isn't the day to be doing it. You're just going to lose your money, especially if you're trying to play options. The market isn't moving. The SPY is still, we're damn near flat. So I don't know. I'm going to go, I want to see if there's some small caps or something. See if there's anything moving. I don't think there is, though. I don't think there's enough liquidity today. I don't think there's going to be enough liquidity to get us to get us moving. Let me see. There's no news. Oh, there was Microsoft. I forgot about that. Shit. There was Microsoft EU news a little bit ago. And look at it. It's down. So Microsoft... Oh my god. I completely... The news came across the wire. That was the last I heard of it. And it's actually down a fair bit for a day like today. For Microsoft and for a day like today. Like, you can see, this is kind of what Microsoft does in its regular days, and the rest of the market's barely doing what it does during a trading day. And you have this news which gave it a nice, there was nice opportunity there. Unbelievable. You're starting to get some volume increase here. Wow. I can't believe that. I completely forgot about Microsoft. I'm not sure what it is I gotta do to get some more people on here. I know I just started this stream a little while ago, but it's one thing I've been thinking about the past few days. It's like some changes that I want to make. I don't know. We'll see how things play out. Here goes the SPY. So the SPY is trying to... This is so sad I'm even saying this. The SPY is trying to get a little bit of movement in itself, and look at it. It's just rejecting the highs. Look, it's just getting sold right off. Nope. Wonder if it's going to go test this 443.90, 444 level.
VINE Fresh Vine shares up 135%, now 53 cents. Victor India November Echo.
So keep Microsoft on watch. Microsoft is fairly weak compared to the overall market. We had some EU news out this morning. Hold on, let me see this. Look at this. Come on, you son of a gun. It's not there. It's not there. What a tear Microsoft and Apple have been on. Jesus. Remember when we thought it was going to stay back down here Nope, look at it. It just grinded higher and higher and higher and higher. Unreal. Still waiting. So you notice how you're getting a lot of talk if you watch these like YouTube channels and everybody coming up with reasons for the move, like why they're coming up with reasons why the market's going up. Okay, the market's going up. This is only my opinion. I think they know that, one, they have a little bit of time, so they're going to deploy capital. They know they have time. They've been deploying capital. We should get some more capital to be deployed. And until we actually see a recession or actually see signs of like horrible data that starts to come in from any direction, whether it's jobs, whether it's manufacturing, services, like your PMI, ISM. This is all. See, it's weird. Also, there's two parts to that. But I think the market's just going to rally until something really gives, because it's so weird, because the Fed has backstopped these banks, but is it a matter of time before so now is it, why isn't the IWM going up is another thing that I'm bringing up. Like, is it going to start going higher now? Because it's kind of like, is because the Fed can ultimately take losses. They can wait. They can sit on their losses. The banks can't. The bank's not the Fed. So the bank's just facilitating liquidity, and it's not on a time. I don't think that the Fed is on a time horizon where they have to dig in. They can let their assets on their balance sheet run off and still collect. Like, they don't have to worry about being down a year, 2 years in. Okay, like some of these banks do. Like, these banks started losing money in depositors. Where were they going to get that cash from to keep the liquidity in the bank? They would have had to sell their bonds that they had on their balance sheet, which would have been at a loss, because the price of the bond ticket has went tremendously down, and they get their interest, due date on their date, on expiry. So I just wonder if the IWM, does it start to head higher? It's putting in a nice pennant here. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. It's putting in a longer term pennant. I don't know if this is a bear flag, I don't know if it even has any type of significance. But that's what I see. It's not pretty, but let me see here. Yeah, it's not pretty, but wow. As much as I want to get off here, I'm going to hang out here. I know there's not really anybody on, but this Microsoft is that Microsoft trade. I'm upset that I missed it. That would have been a decent little trade to try and put on this morning. But I don't know. I don't know if it even paid. Might call it a day. There just doesn't seem to be anything really. I don't know. It's such an uneventful day that I just don't know if it's worth even just being on here. Look at this fucking move, man. Fuck. There's always something that's going to usually give you a move, but you know, it's kind of hard to get excited about a day like today when we're just sitting here. I'm surprised they even got all these orders coming through. There's 1,000 share order. Another 1,000 share order. To the long side. That's to the buy side, I should say. Was that 1,800? Where did it go? Let's see if it's still there. 1,800. Briefly saw that. $1,700 share order. So they're buying. They're stepping up their orders, that's for sure. $2,100 share sell. So that could have very well been the 2,000 share order just bought just a few minutes ago, collected their 30-40 cents and tearing out. I want to know what made coin run today. I know Ethereum went off. I know Ethereum started going up today. Yeah, RIVN, how you doing, my guy? RIVN did a lot of these EVs have had a gap up today. It's just so hard to just get like motivated and excited when we haven't even moved like 80 cents on the SPY, and you know, you've gotten this gap up, and what's funny is we brought up the gap up on Tesla, which is important because this 265 area is going to be important. It's going to come back into play. And there's stuff. And this is why I didn't get long. 288's the target, but we can come back down and test yesterday's highs, yesterday's close, and still be right on the 288 target. That's why you just don't shoot for the hills. Like, you don't just shoot from the hip, I guess you would say. You know? Because you can be long 288 up here, and just because it pulls back to Friday's high, Friday's close, Thursday's close, just in this area, doesn't mean you're wrong. It can pull back here, bang. So this is going to give us the best risk to reward. It's just a wait for the pullback. Doesn't mean it can't. You know, there's nothing really here. Look at VWAP. You guys notice VWAP is also, like, it's not getting pulled down. So that's also another little signal of strength that not really many people are probably going to notice. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get a double bottom here off of the open today. VWAP it's starting to lean down, but not so much. It's not so much. It's kind of funny. So it's a good thing we did not take the long on Tesla. At least I didn't. I was like, there's no way I can take the long on it up here because I know they're going to pull this thing back. And everybody that thought they were going to get some relative strength with this volume from this morning is going to get shaken out, and they're going to lose money. Look at AMD. This was a perfect shake them both out. To the long side, short side, middle side. This was fun to watch. This was a good short here. Small short. I wouldn't say a good short, but a small short. This right here, this tail. It was this tail right here, this candle. The candle on the break. This was fun to watch. Can't really tell right now, but where was it? Yeah, it should have been right here. I'm pretty sure it was AMD. That's weird. It was AMD, right? So this is why your moving averages, it as time goes on, it gets a little, it kind of plays tricks on you, because this moving average, this 9 EMA was up here, but because of this candle, how it pulled it down, right? As you can see how it pulled it down, because we touched the 9 EMA to go long, and I said here, I said, guys, we're consolidating. Wait for the 9 EMA to catch up. And I said it. I said, guys, you know what? Do you know what's going on right now? This consolidation is pulling this 9 EMA up. And what did it do? It literally, you had this big rip right off of the 9 EMA. As soon as they met, boom, to the upside. Who got long here? A lot of people probably did. And then what happened? They ripped it to the downside. So they shook them all out. And then what happened? It comes down. People decide to get short. They rip it right back up. So it thought that it had a chance here. It thought it had a chance. It had some nice volume, and then unfortunately it closed red. I don't know. I just wish you guys good luck. If there's anybody out there trying to tell you to trade today, I wouldn't suggest it. I mean, unless you're on like BTBT, you're on your crypto stocks, maybe you're, electric vehicles. What's like EMPH doing today? Nothing. I know Microsoft had some news. There hasn't been much news coming across the wire. We do have the wire running here live. Let me see here. Look at that 38.2. Puts you right back at this base. Puts you right back at the base. Boom. So we'll see if Microsoft's going to be weak. That'll be the move we'll look for Wednesday or Thursday. Let's see if we get a rejection off 339. We'll see. It's the initial opening candle, I guess. The initial low of today. Yeah, the initial morning low today. Well, this would be the initial morning low, but it's where it closed, so that's what we're going to look for. At least that's what I'm going to look for. Again, I didn't put the camera up today because I was kind of under the bell. I didn't even think I was going to do a live today. But let's go to the scanner. Let's see what we got. Let's go run through the scanner real quick. Again, Baidu, you got a lot of gap ups today. I know there was one that just came across I think it was BTAI. Might have came and just came across the scanner. Can't remember what it was. It's been fairly quiet though. ENSC. Boom, boom. Yo, we have a nice week coming up. Ain't shit, man. What's up, my guy? Guys, like, it's kind of crazy that we're going to get all these data points Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Listen, nobody's saying this. They're saying the jobs number. I don't think. Let me see here. I know we have non-farm payrolls. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure non-farm payrolls is this week, if I'm not mistaken. But I think as much. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm getting into. Hold on. So ISM. I don't think this is gonna mean much. I don't even think that Jolt's job openings is gonna mean much. They're gonna tell you it's gonna mean a lot. They're gonna tell you that this like non-farm payrolls is gonna mean a lot. Well, look, consensus is 225, forecasting 250, previously 339. I mean that like see this is I want to say it comes out every 3 weeks, every month. So, but it's like every 3 weeks roughly. We'll say 4, I guess 4, but I think it's like every 3. Um Consensus is 225, forecasting 250. So that'll be 100,000. Well, so I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, so the market's gonna. This is just what I'm thinking. The market is going to obviously be watching this, okay? But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't think this is gonna be any of the data points Thursday and Friday. And I'm telling you right now, people are gonna tell you that it's huge. The only way that this is huge, the non-farm payrolls and Thursday's data that comes out, ISM services PMI. The only way, this is just my thought, and I thought about this yesterday, and I'm trying to like, kind of bring it out like the way I thought about it yesterday. It was so weird. I was brushing my teeth or doing something, and I was thinking about it last night, and I'm like, I don't think that you're going to get like a major movement off of these numbers unless there's a big surprise. I think the market's more going to care about the Fed minutes, the FOMC minutes. I really do. Because the market's going to expect this. The market's going to expect this. So we'll see Wednesday and Thursday if... Sorry. The market, if you're going to see the market make a move, like if it really cares about this ISM services PMI, the only way I think the market moves off of these numbers and even the non-farm payrolls, what I'm saying is I think this is going to be a big like letdown for a lot of folks. All right. Unless again, there's a big surprise here on this non-farm payrolls. So we have the expectation and we have what we had last month. All right. I think the Fed minutes is going to be the kicker. I think the Fed minutes is going to be what the market's really looking forward to, because it doesn't matter what the non-farm payrolls are, because I can almost assure you that nothing is going to change too drastically just yet. I think we need more time. I know we need more time. Is that to say we get a crazy surprise? Just from looking out my window and the amount of traffic that I see and the amount of shit that's going on where I'm at, doesn't mean it's the same everywhere else, but people are still working. So the unemployment numbers have, they are what they are. There's still a high unemployment rate. So that means that what is the Fed going to do? Are they going to continue to just bring these rates up, or are we going to just do 225 basis points in like a 4-month, 5-month time? I think his speaker just blew. But I think his speaker just blew. I'm not going to say his name. You guys all probably know his voice, but I'm not going to say his name. I just think because of these employment numbers, and I think we need to give all these rate hikes, I still think we need a lot more time. And I don't think the time is now that you're going to get like economic data, like non-farm payroll and all these other numbers that are out. I don't think they're going to be hitting with big misses or like big upsides or downsides versus the estimates. That time will come, and that's when the volatility is going to be here. And you guys need to know this. When the estimates and the forecast and these economists are getting the data wrong because there's a surprise, you're going to get a big rise in the VIX. You're going to get massive volatility in the market, and that's if we get it. that's when it's going to start to be important, because you can expect the next few months they may be off, and the volatility is going to be there, just like the last 8-10 months that we went through. No economic data point was coming in right around. All the economists were getting the data wrong, and that's why you're getting this massive volatility. We have a war. They can't get the data right. CPI this, PPI that. Like, it's moving. We don't even know where to put our numbers at. It's been figured out now. What's the next thing to come? The next thing to come is these interest rates in time filtering through the system, and then that causing slowdowns. If it does, which it's going to be interest rates and banks, which is going to speed it up, because it's not just interest rates. It's also banks. Bank spur lending, it stops a lot. It slows a lot of things down. People don't get some of the things that they want. Jobs, businesses don't get some of the things that they want, that they used to have, because it's too risky for them. And the bank's not going to make any money. So why would they do it? If the bank is going to borrow on short-term, or is borrowing off of short-term rates to lend on long-term rates, the short-term rates are more than the long-term rates right now. You have an inverted yield curve. So now is not the time to make money off of lending. All right? So you're going to get to both of them. So what I'm saying is, I don't think the non-farm payrolls and this ISM manufacturing are going to come in like a big beat or a big miss. But that time will come. I think the more important data point this week is Wednesday, is the Fed, is to get an idea. Is the Fed going to give us, let's say we get our 25 in July, which I said last Fed meeting, if you were here on the live, I said, guys, I think we're going to get that 25. I think we're going to get it. I think the Fed's going to get to their target. We get this 25, then what happens? Do we get a month, 2 months? Because we're going to start coming into where the Fed takes their break. All right, so I have to look at the meetings, guys. It changes. It doesn't change, but it does kind of change. It's just hard to remember year after year exactly when things are. So if we get a pause, if we go in July and get a pause in August, do we get it in September? Or it's either we get it in August and then pause in September, because they're going to go on their vacation. There's going to be like a month period here where we're not going to hear from them. So it's going to be interesting to see. Do we get the 25 before, or do we get this 50 basis points? These 225s they're talking about, or we just get one and they just give it time and just sit and be okay with 5.25? Do they start talking to themselves like, oh, the jobs numbers are decent, people are still working, let's just leave it where it's at. People are working. We don't want to deliberately harm the economy. That's not our job. Our job is to eventually slow things down, but for now we'll keep it as it is. That way these people can keep up with these high prices and continue to work. So I just think the Fed went a little too crazy, because they're hearing all these different things. Yes, there was inflation. Well, by God, you had all this money, and you had China was shut down. If you depend on China and they're shut down and we're opening back up, we're not even just us, but Europe, Australia, Japan, all these other countries are opening back up. Of course, there's going to be a rise in like a cash grab on the corporate side, and things aren't going to, things aren't going to be there that people want, because China is shut down. I think they needed to just give China a little bit more time. They didn't know when or they were going to open up. How? Okay, this is all stuff that's happened in the past, so we know how it turned out. But playing the guessing game on whether China's going to open up, or they're going to open up, shut down, open up, shut down, like, you don't know. You don't know what the future has until the future's, you guys know what I'm getting at. So I'm kind of curious. Like, I really am. People keep thinking we need to go down. I'm just saying, guys, I really think they know we have time. We still have we have at least another 8 to 10, 12 months before we have to worry about a recession. And I think this is why we've gotten the buying in October, is because Again, they've done the work. They've seen all these interest rates from the end of the interest rate cycle, okay? You've had at least a year before you started to get your uptick in unemployment, and then the 8 months in, it was like they were starting to cut cut interest rates because they were starting to see the unemployment tick up, and then you just get this big uptick in unemployment. All right, that, like I say, I don't think we're going to get it till next year. But again, anything can happen. So things are just way too hot, at least around my way. Maybe it's not like that in other places, but I just went to Florida. Florida's, I just got back from Florida. Florida's popping. You wouldn't see a slowdown in Florida. You wouldn't, if you went to Florida, there's not a slowdown there. Streets are filled. There's still a ton of traffic. There's still a ton of road work. There's still a ton of construction. People are still working. Things are still going on. It's just a matter of time. So why not just buy the fucking market up, make your money, and give it that year and a half, and then when data starts to come in is when the market will get volatile and start to possibly come down. Will it come down to the lows of 350, 360? I don't know. I think you got to have something pretty bad start to happen then, and I don't think you get anything that bad with 5% interest rates. Even with doing them in a year, I just don't think you'll get it. You know what? It sucks because there's so many people that can't afford homes, and these son of a bitches need to go to 10. They need to go to 7. Literally take it upon yourself to bring these housing costs down. People cannot afford them that don't make the money. People that make $50,000 a year still cannot, let's say, have an apartment. How are they going to save to have their own home? They're not. They can't. They can't afford to. All right? That's $1,000 a week. $50,000 a year, $1,000 a week. You're bringing home $850, $800 depending on your taxes. All right? I mean, how else do you get people to be able to afford homes? You raise interest rates. You bring the cost of home prices down because interest rates are so high. The buying slows. The buyers step away, so the sellers have to come down in price for this buyers to step back in. What happens after that? You get this huge slowdown, and then you get people that are able to refinance at a lower rate. They got the house for a lower price. They were able to refinance at a lower interest rate. That is the American dream right there in a nutshell, and you haven't had that since 2008. Since 2008, we have not had a decent pullback where we've just had this massive growth for 10, 15, 20 years. Since 2008, it's 2023 now. We're a few more years away from 2008, which is going to be 20 years. So something's got to be done. I'm serious. I don't know. These are just my thoughts again. These are just my thoughts. Maybe they do. Maybe just individual people that are, peasants have to work 3 jobs and never sleep to be able to afford a home. It's pretty sad. But again, there's a shit ton of people that are just here, and that's okay. But so I think the Fed has to do it. I think the Fed has to do their job. All right, price stability. Nobody that works an average job can afford a home right now. That's not price stability. I guess it is. You just keep them high. They're not moving any lower. So that's like, if housing prices aren't volatile by going down and up, let's just keep them high. We're just keeping them stable at a high price. Okay. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. So listen, I think we're coming to the end of this, the book. We're 3/4 in. I want to see how this all pans out. Does the Fed get to 5 and I don't know, 5.5? Do they get to 5.5 and then just nothing happens and we just sit in this unemployment rate from 4% to 5.5%? Do we just continue with a low unemployment rate? It's going to be fun to see how this all takes place. I'm really curious. But again, you've never had an interest rate cycle, even in a 2, 3, 4 year time span, of getting to from like 1%, 2% to 5.5%. You've never had, unemployment just stay down. You've never had it. Never had it. So this time could be different. And I was not able to put on a trade today. I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I feel like this thing isn't even moving anymore. Is it just me? It just feels like BTBT isn't moving. Is that it? Is the market closed? No? Let's see here. Oh, shit. This sucks, man. I hate days like this. It's such a tease. Oh, shit. Look at that double bottom. I guess this is going to be the last hour, right? Did we get a little volatility leading into the close? I think 1 o'clock is 3 hours. Let me see. Reg selling off. HP. Hummer campaign is sideways. So I kind of want to watch these drilling stocks. I just think I don't know, we are coming close to an election. If USO starts to break out of this pennant, boom. Watch out. And I'm gonna have the whatchamacallit's on watch. Or your drilling stocks, and that's ugly. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful day and did not put yourselves in harm. Excuse me. And I don't know, lose money. Look at this candle. So sad. And there's going to come a day where we're going to get back to it. Look at this volume. Ugh. It's so ugly. So I'm gonna keep. So you again. There was news out on Microsoft, guys. So I would keep Microsoft on your watch list this week. I mean, even for a day like today, it did get some movement. So there was some news out of Europe that they're going to investigate. I guess some of the stuff with Take Two or whatever it is, something, I forget what the game thing is called. Take Two or something like that. This sucks, man. There's no small caps, nothing. Liquidity is just fried. I mean, even these small caps can't even get going. Like, holy cow. You know, it is what it is. We gotta accept it. We'll have to regroup. Come back on Wednesday. I might, like I said, I may be live tomorrow, guys. If you guys want to stop in, I'm gonna go through a shitload of charts. I'm just gonna go through charts. I'm gonna go through some market commentary, stuff like that. So I'm still deciding whether or not I'm gonna do it, but I'll have the stream up. Look at Starbucks. Look at Starbucks extending. So we have a half hour here. We have a half hour. 30 minutes remaining. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Oh, excuse me. Bum ass day, exactly. Exactly. Come on. Come on. Let's see here. Look at those yields rise, guys, on the 3-month and 6-month. 4.23 and 4.26. That's crazy. Wow. So those short-term rates are still climbing. Give it some time. It's going to suck a lot of liquidity out. A lot of people are going to be chasing that. There's FOMC minutes. I'm excited for that. I think that's really where things are going to get a little froggy. Those are just my thoughts. We have balance of trade. We have a lot of. I don't think, like, we know what the initial jobless claims, and like, we know all this stuff. We know it's still kind of low unless it comes in again like a big. There's a big gap between the estimate from the economist and from the expectations, and then from what we really get. Then yeah, it's going to be a surprise, and then the market moves. But other than that, kind of just I'm honestly just waiting on the Fed minutes. That's what I want to see. I think that's going to give us the biggest possible movement. I just think that's where the movement's likely going to happen. It's from that. No, I think that's wide enough. I can't remember what size I use. Yeah. I knew it. What a bastard. Spy waited till the very end of the day. Waits till the very end of the day, just about to make a move higher. I was just thinking the same thing. Like, why the fuck would I know it's a rule. If you guys don't know, um, the Nasdaq doesn't want to be closed. It's either the Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange doesn't want to be closed for 4 days straight due to liquidity. Um, I just it's weird. I've never really had a I've had it happen not for 4th of July, but it's been a while. I can't remember the last time we had like a half a day and then we're closed. I don't think I've ever had it where it's open a half a day then closed the following day or something. That's so weird. I can't remember the last time we've had something like this, but still, it's so weird to. I don't know. I don't know why we wouldn't just have a whole day, honestly. But then again, this is the only time of the day that it matters is the morning, and there's nothing. So, I'm gonna get off of here in a little bit. I'm gonna keep these charts up. If you guys want, like I say, I'll keep them up, but maybe I'll have something later tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll cover some of the data or something that's coming out. Maybe some thoughts. But I'm really thinking tomorrow during the day, and in the morning, I think I'm gonna go through charts and come up with just I'll figure it out. I'll figure out something. Whatever you guys want to do. If anybody even comes. But for anyone that doesn't have anything to do tomorrow, that'll be who it's for. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your holiday. Go out and do something. I'll probably ride out to the mall or something. For the rest of today. And then I don't know. Don't really have anything planned. But I hope you guys have a good 4th of July. I'll be here if anything hits the tape, which I doubt it will. No. Watch, scan, stocks. Descending? What the man, did that just fuck everything up? What is this? Alright, never mind. Don't scan. Stop scanning. Stop. There we go. Exclude none. Scan. Oh my god, we just flipping had it up. But yeah, good luck the rest of the way. Throughout the rest of the day. And the rest of the way. All the above. Yeah, we'll see what this week brings. I am in some serious... If we get some type of movement, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be on it. So, I'll talk to you guys. You guys have any questions, anything, just holler, throw them in the chat, whatever. You know what to do. I'll see you guys. Well, that's going to be it, folks. The market is closing in a few minutes. We did get to our target. Bada bing, bada boom. Funny how this happened pre-market. And it only took just a few minutes, about an hour, and it took us all day to get there. So, you know, I think we all expected this, but it's all good. If you could, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you back here. I may post out a video tonight. I don't know what the plan is, but I would like to do something tomorrow. That's for sure. Maybe I go through some charts. Maybe I'll post a few charts tonight. Some ideas for later in the week. Look at AMD go. Look at AMD going right back up to this level here. So I'm gonna have AMD on watch for the rest of the next couple weeks, or the rest of the week. Thank you guys for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. I will see you all later this afternoon into tomorrow. Thanks again for being here. Have a great 4th of July.